When you picture a skilled craftsperson, you probably imagine someone working with old-school tools, right? Maybe a hammer, a chisel, something very hands-on. But what if the modern artisan works with computer code and super precise robotics? Today, we're going to dive into the world of the CNC machinist and ask the question, is this the craftsperson of the future?
So just for a second, get that image out of your head. Forget the dusty, old workshop. What does a master of a modern trade really look like? Are they wearing overalls or maybe an anti-static coat? Are they working with wood or with complex software? To even start to answer that, we first have to understand the incredible tool that's at the very heart of their trade.
Okay, so at the heart of all this is the CNC machine. CNC, it stands for Computer Numerical Control. And really all that means is it's a super advanced tool that takes digital instructions from a computer and uses them to do incredibly precise work on all kinds of materials. It's where the digital world and the physical world literally meet. And this is what that looks like in the real world. Now, that is not just some person pushing buttons on an assembly line. This is a skilled professional working with an incredibly sophisticated piece of technology to create something with microscopic accuracy. It's this really cool mix of deep technical knowledge and actual hands-on skill.
Now, this is a really crucial distinction to make. For this explainer, we're focused on the CNC machinist, not the operator. And you can see the difference right there in the responsibilities, but also in that ANSCO skill level, which is basically the government's way of ranking how complex a job is. A machinist is a much higher skilled pro. They're programming the machines, making sure the parts are perfect, and doing quality control. It's a role that demands a way deeper level of expertise.
So how do you get to that higher skill level? If you're thinking, okay, that sounds cool, but how do I even get started? Well, this isn't something you can just pick up over a weekend. It's a skilled trade, and it requires a serious commitment to training and learning.
And that right there is the key takeaway. This is a real, professional career path. It's built on a solid foundation of formal education, and you combine that with priceless, real-world experience you only get from a hands-on apprenticeship.
And here's what that path actually looks like. You start with a broad foundation, a Certificate 3 in engineering, to get those core skills down. Then, once you have that base, you specialize with a post-trade apprenticeship, diving deep into the advanced world of CNC machining with a Certificate 4.
And just look at the skills you pick up along the way. I mean, we're talking about creating 3D models using CAD software. You literally learn to write the code that tells these powerful machines what to do. You become an expert at reading these super complex technical drawings. And, this is critical, you master the safety protocols that keep everyone safe.
So, is this the right career for you? Well, it's not for everyone, and this slide kind of helps you figure that out. You've got to enjoy technical, hands-on work. You need to be comfortable in a physical environment, have a crazy high level of accuracy, and most importantly, be extremely safety conscious. If that's ticking all your boxes, this could be a perfect fit.
Okay, so you've put in the time, you've mastered the skills. What's the payoff? Well, all that training leads to some pretty tangible rewards, both in terms of your career and your bank account.
See, getting qualified as a CNC machinist isn't the end of the road. It's a launch pad. From there, you could move into roles as a specialized CNC programmer, a manufacturing supervisor, or even a production manager. There is a clear ladder to climb if you're ambitious.
And here it is, the number many of you were probably waiting for. The average annual salary for a CNC machinist in Australia is nearly $85,000. Now, to put that into perspective, that is a professional-level salary for a skilled trade that doesn't require a 4-year university degree. It really shows you the high level of skill and responsibility that comes with the job.
And on top of that great salary, there's high demand for these skills. This is not some niche job that only exists in 1 or 2 places. Skilled machinists are wanted in major cities all across the country, from Sydney all the way to Perth. And that means job security and lots of options for you.
But, and this is a big but, that impressive salary and high demand come with a very serious level of responsibility. This job means operating powerful, high-precision technology, and that means we have to talk about safety. This quote from SafeWork SA is a really sobering reminder of what's at stake. These machines are incredibly powerful, and when safety features are ignored or bypassed, the consequences can be absolutely tragic. This isn't just about following rules, it's about protecting human lives.
You know, when you look at an operator at the controls like this, you realize that every single button, every switch, every decision is tied to the safety systems of that machine. Constant attention isn't just a good idea, it is an absolute necessity.
So what leads to those horrific incidents? It's often these dangerous shortcuts. Things like popping off a screen for a better view or overriding safety locks during maintenance. They might seem like small time savers, but they are exactly the kinds of actions that can have devastating results.
And this is why those shortcuts are so dangerous. The safety systems are brilliantly designed with multiple layers of protection. They're made to stop the machine instantly, to stay locked until every bit of movement has stopped, and to prevent it from even starting if something's out of place. They are literally engineered to save lives, and they have to be respected.
Okay, now let's look to the horizon. Because this field is not standing still, not by a long shot. The way new technologies are being integrated is rapidly changing what it even means to be a CNC machinist.
The scale of this change is just immense. The global market for these machines is projected to hit $129 billion by 2026. We're talking about a massive, growing industry, and that growth is being fueled by some incredible innovation.
The next huge leap is the fusion of artificial intelligence and robotics with these already powerful CNC machines. And this combination isn't just about making things faster. It's about creating smarter, more adaptive, and way more efficient manufacturing processes. The potential? It could literally double efficiency.
And look, this isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. Check out these examples. BMW is using AI for visual inspections and has cut its defect rate in half. Siemens used an AI-powered grid and saved 20% on power. These are real-world, game-changing results. Which brings us right back to our original question. As these machines get smarter and smarter, the CNC machinist isn't being replaced, they're evolving. They're becoming the essential human link that guides these intelligent systems. So, is this the craftsperson of the future? It really seems like the answer is yes, but the craft itself is changing faster than ever.